one of the most important parts of selling your product on Amazon is the photos. It's really important that you have photos that look great. Photos sell products. If you have crappy, scrappy, dim, weird photos, I've seen some pretty creepy stuff where people like take pictures of a photo on bed sheets and there's stain on the bed sheets. You'd think they were trying to tell people to scream and run the other direction. Don't do that. It is proven also that photos sell better when they have a white background. They have tested this many different ways, and as a general rule, your product sells best if it has a white background. Now, if you're selling something like a harness or a leash for a dog, they need to see it on the dog, and having a white background there could work. It is totally harmless to have the dog in the grass. It's a sunny day. You get a really good picture. That's fine. That's legit. But when you're just showing the product itself, not necessarily being used, but just showing the product, a white background is really important. So I'm going to explain to you camera, I'm going to explain to you lights, and I'm going to explain to you poster board from Walmart. And the reason I say that, as cheesy as it sounds, there's a really cheap way to get a background for your photos, and you don't have to spend a fortune doing this. Because remember, at the beginning stages, your goal is not to spend money, it's to make money. And how do you do that? You spend your money on the product, and everything else is time and labor. Then once it starts selling, if you want to upgrade your photography equipment, you can do that. So the first thing is your camera. Now, the camera that I use is the good old trusty iPhone. This is an iPhone 5. It's not even a 6. I'm not the kind of guy that always has to have the latest and the greatest because everyone thinks it's really cool. As long as it works, I'm happy. I'm a very simple person, honestly, when it comes to this kind of stuff. So it has a good camera on it, and it's decent. I've taken some really, really badass photos just using this. And the key so much is not the camera helps. The lenses are good. They're decent. But it's holding it still. Never doing this where you zoom in, because that actually is going to hurt your quality. It might make it feel like you're getting a better up close, but it decreases the quality of your output. So don't zoom in. Get the camera totally still and take that picture. Now, how do you do it? What's your background? Well, here's what I use. Here is a poster board from Walmart. And again, this is not going to sound professional, but it works, and it works great. You can get these. You can see we need to get a new one soon. This one's getting beat up a bit. But you can get these for like $5 at Walmart. Some sell them even at the Dollar Tree or the dollar store. And all I have to do, let's say I am selling this metronome, okay, is I put it here. And the reason having this white come up here is because it helps to reflect the light evenly and spread it around and keep it soft. If it's down flat, then shadows from the room, see the difference? Look at that. See the difference in the shadow? Shadows from the room are going to affect that. So if I put this outside on the front porch in the shade, not in the sun, and put this here and take a picture and eliminate, based on my angle, any shadows, especially for me, the cameraman, as much as possible, I have a very decent photo to work with. Now, I do have an advantage. I have someone who edits my photos for me and is very good at it, and she does it using Photoshop. What she does is she traces around the photo, all around it, and then replaces the current background that I have with an even wider background, and it looks amazing. However, I didn't always have an assistant doing this for me, and my photos still sold well. I just was able to get them a little better by paying for a little more. So if you're just starting off, get a poster board, use the background, take it in the shade, do not zoom in. You can use a phone. If you have a higher quality camera, you probably already know more about photography than I do, then go with that and use it well. The other thing is lighting. Now, what if you really want to improve your lighting and you don't want to use regular daylight, but you like to do it indoors, it's raining outside, things like that. And it's been raining so much here in Austin lately, you need a boat to get around. So I bought this. I got it off of the same place I'm selling stuff, Amazon. Now, this is pretty simple. It is called a photography translucent umbrella. And what it does is the light bulb, the bulb is here, and as the light comes on, it spreads the light evenly. So literally, I will put my product on that poster I was telling you about on a table, and I will screw this guy right here and turn it down like that, okay? So now it is down, spreading the light around the item. I actually have 2 of these, and then I have 2 of the box lights as well. This bulb right here, it's a 45 watt bulb, and the brightness is 6500K. So it's a pretty strong bulb. Again, this is not major professional equipment. It's semi-professional, but I literally built a studio to make this happen and make it easier for videos and photography. All I want to say is this: make sure the background is white. Make sure you take pictures experiencing the product. So for example, if it's a toothbrush, get a nice pretty set of teeth, or from anyone who has nice teeth, and get a picture of them brushing their teeth. Okay, that really helps. A white background is great, but for the experience photos, having white background is not as important. But you gotta have a really good up close picture of the product. Amazon requires that 80% of that frame is filled with the picture. So if any less than 85%, they could come back and say, look, this picture does not qualify, and sometimes it won't even let you upload it. So make sure at least 80% of the frame of your picture is filled with the product itself. That's it. I mean, it's pretty simple. I keep this part simple. I take a lot of time to get it perfect. I'm a perfectionist in this way, but I don't spend a ton of money because I don't find it worth it. People, when they see a photo, when it looks good, they're going to be happy. But remember, take time to make it look good. All right? Camera, lights, poster board from Walmart. Hope you have an awesome day. See ya.